an unrealistic expectation is, imagine someone like me now, I don't have a plan. I don't have a game plan. I don't have how I intend to make that kind of money. I just set an expectation that by December, I should be a billionaire.
Yeah, sometimes you also hold on to past failures. So because it didn't work out last year, I then hold on to it. I'm like, what's the point of trying this year? And I also hold on to past bad testimonies of other people. No, or there's no point of you having a new year resolution. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. After all, it's not going to work out. So we tend to hold on to this bad vibe, these bad memories, and just say, you know what, I take the year as it comes. No, you're supposed to actually plan for the year. And I, for one, I am doing this for the first time. This is like my first time doing New Year resolution. What if I'd already started at the beginning of the year? It could have been better. I could have achieved so many things. So it's good to kickstart your year with a new mind, with a new you, and with a new plan.
I don't think going into a new year changes you. The new me, new year, new me thing. I don't think time change, like just 11:59 and then 12 a.m. changes you.
Well, it has to do with your mindset. I'm not saying you should change. It's your mindset that should change. And it has nothing to do with new year, new me. No. I could be in 2022. I could be in September 1st, 2022. And I tell myself, Shimlori, this next minute, I want to have a new mindset. So it has nothing to actually do with new year, new me. But why it comes to play as new year, new me is because you have this perception that it's a new year. So let's just stop being the lazy bone we were last year. Let's migrate to be a new person. It's actually just mindset. It's just the mindset, not your body per se.
So that's kind of why I was like billionaire in something else, perhaps, or maybe you are born to like wealth. But again, you just don't wake up one day and say my new resolution to be a billionaire. Let's all kind of not, try to like get rich quick, I guess. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the BattaBox podcast. I'm your host, Brother Mike. Thank you guys for being here. Happy holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year, whatever it is that you celebrate. I want to wish you compliments of the season. With me, I have our co-hosts here. Judith. How are you doing, Judith?
Hello, Brother Mike.
Hello. How are you coping with this celebration and the festivities?
Oh, it has been awesome. I've been resting and just awesome.
That's good. Yeah, rest is good. We also have Aura here. Hi, Aura. How are you doing?
Hello, Brother Mike. Hello, Judith. I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fabulous. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well here. The weather's a little bit cold. But other than that, we're staying warm. There's just been this wild snowstorm that's come through, and it's kind of really cold. I guess global warming is real. So with that out of the way, I just wanted to set the tone for the conversation today surrounding New Year celebration, as well as New Year resolutions. And I wanted to see what you guys' resolutions are. Mine is to be more fit and to kind of, go to the gym more and work out more and just give more time to personal health and fitness in the coming year. So I've actually looked at signing up for a gym membership. So I wonder what you guys' resolutions are. We're going to start with Judith. What's your New Year resolution?
I really don't believe in New Year resolutions. I believe in resolutions at whatever point. But for the whole New Year resolution thing, I don't know. It hasn't really worked out for me. So I think the only one I am being particular about this year is my fitness and my health, because we're not getting any younger.
No, that's definitely a good one. Two comments that you made. Number one, fitness and health being a priority for everybody, including our listeners. Love you all. Want you guys to be fit and healthy in the new year. But the other thing you mentioned is the fact that you don't believe in New Year resolution. So I'm going to probably come out and say that last year end of 2021, going into 2022, my plan was actually to get ahead of the curve by having a resolution before the year started. So kind of my plan of attack was, I'm going to try and get into it before the year actually started. So what I did was I signed up for the membership to the gym, like first week of December. So I literally started going to the gym first week of December, but there was just a small problem that in the month of December last year, I was only able to go like 3 times. So I never actually made it to January. So I'm actually confessing here that last year I really failed. But this year, I'm back on track. I have my membership card. I'm ready to go. So I figured I'll start like January 1st, which happens to be a Sunday. So my goal is to start January 1st. And I thought from last year, because I was too early, so I never really made it. So, but this year, at least I can say proudly that I go to the gym probably 3 or 4 times in January. So the tip there is always maybe start your new year resolution at the new year and not in anticipation of the new year. I want to go to Ore and see what she has to say as far as the new resolution goes.
Well, for me, mine is not as serious as you guys own. It's not about eating healthy or working out. Mine is more of my career. I want to have more certification. And I want to read more books. I want to also work on my writing skills, just communication. At least that's my top notch for now.
Oh, wow. That's lovely.
Certainly lovely. So more of a personal
Thank
development.
You.
So personal development, I guess.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think New resolutions never work?
I think the fact that we even come out to talk about it goes a long way in killing the whole idea. Because I think research has shown that when you talk about your plans before you start, what's the word? Before you start working on them. But there's this center in the brain that is triggered when there's fulfillment, when there's success. So when you come out and tell people your plans and they're already hailing you and they're like, oh, that's wonderful, that's lovely. You already you get that feeling of fulfillment and you've not even achieved it. So you end up, you've gotten the high already. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. So I think that's one factor.
I think you're talking about the striatum. And the striatum is that region in the brain that produces feelings of rewards and pleasure. So basically, the striatum helps you coordinate. So in other words, if you say you're going to do something, and then people give you the reward and the accolades for having done it, even though you haven't done it, your brain thinks you already did it. And because of that, you end up not doing it. So that's definitely a good one. Or you're going to say something?
Yeah, sometimes you also hold on to past failures. So because it didn't work out last year, I then hold on to it. I'm like, what's the point of trying this year? And I also hold on to past bad testimonies of other people. There's no point of you having a new year resolution. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. After all, it's not going to work out. So we tend to hold on to this bad vibe, these bad memories, and just say, you know what, I take the year as it comes. No, you're supposed to actually plan for the year. And I, for one, I am doing this for the first time. This is like my first time doing New Year resolution because during this year, I developed in a lot of areas of my life. And I was like, oh, what if I'd already started at the beginning of the year? It could have been better. I could have achieved so many things. So it's good to kickstart your year with a new mind, with a new you, and with a new plan.
I don't think going into a new year changes you. The new year, new me thing. I don't think time change, like just 11:59 and then 12 a.m. changes you.
Well, it has to do with your mindset. I'm not saying you should change. It's your mindset that should change. And it has nothing to do with new year, new me. No. I could be in 2022. I could be in September 1st, 2022. And I tell myself, Shimlori, this next minute, I want to have a new mindset. So it has nothing to actually do with new year, new me. But why it comes to play as new year, new me is because you have this perception that it's a new year. So let's just stop being the lazy bone we were last year. Let's migrate to be a new person. It's actually just mindset. Actually, it's just the mindset, not your body per se.
Yeah, I was told once that lack of planning, improper planning leads to poor performance, or improper preparation leads to poor performance. So for me, I thought last year I planned everything out in terms of my new resolution, because I started in December. I literally started in December, like I was going to the gym. So, but I think there are other things besides lack of planning, because I thought I planned it out, and I, like Judith mentioned earlier, she's already kind of getting ready. She got the new year. She got the attire and the gear, like fitness gear, So planning is kind of important. But why do people fail even after planning, like I did last year?
Because we give up too early. Okay, I said we give up too early. If things are not working out the way we've envisioned it to be in our minds, we're like, you know what, I'm done, I'm throwing in the towel. But for you to get something in life, you need to persevere, you need to keep trying. Know that you're going to have a lot of hiccups, but just keep trying. So you giving up early, or you saying that I can't go on with this, it's you just hurting yourself and going in circles all over again, not growing, not bringing anything to the table, not being the person you envisioned yourself to be.
We give up too early because we don't have results. So what you're saying is, if you are not, like for me, if I'm not getting results, let's say I wanted to lose, I don't know, X number of kilograms or pounds or whatever, and if I'm not seeing results, I just need to keep at it and not give up too early. Good one, Judith.
Okay, I think one that affects me personally is procrastination.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. One time
that's a good one.
Really seriously, sometime this year. And I was seeing results. Like the body was bodying. Yeah. And then at some point I said, okay, let me take a break. Let me eat pizza today. I've not been to the gym ever since. No jokes. And the body is not bodying anymore.
Yeah. How about something like not tracking your progress? Or should you track your progress? If your goal, for example, is to say, shed a couple of pounds or kilograms, should you track your progress? I don't know. I think some people might find that discouraging to see that they're not really making the progress that they'd hope to make. And others actually say, well, track your progress because you really can't improve what you don't measure. I mean, it's neither here nor there. I just believe that if you're, like you guys have talked about, not giving up early, just sticking with the program. And then if you plan properly, I think you definitely make it.
Yes. Another thing is having like accountability partners.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Like for Ore that wants to improve her writing or something like that, if she has someone who shares the same resolution, accountability partners will really go a long way. Then for us, that I really
yes, us.
Wow. For us, that our problem is fitness, or our resolution rather is fitness.
Our challenge. I like challenge with that. Our challenge.
Having an accountability partner goes a very long way. For me, I've seen that I mostly have to be the motivator amongst my group. I'm always the one motivating people. And sometimes I also need to get motivated and it's not there. So on days that I'm down, I don't have anybody motivating me because those people I'm motivating are praying for me to go down so that I don't have to call them. That's another challenge.
Yeah, so you're that lady in the gym yelling at people to get off their phone and, work out. When I want to start going to the gym, I look for someone who I know we share the same problem. Well,
and
yeah.
Let's go. And then we start going. And days where she or he is like, I don't want to go. I will be the one, no, we have to go. Come on. Can't you see your tummy is getting flat? Can't you see you're getting stronger? And all of that.
So something's working for sure. With something always works rather with an accountability partner. The other thing I see is people set unrealistic expectations and unrealistic resolutions. Don't set something
Yeah.
that's too high that you can't really meet.
Oh yeah. I'm in the team of dream big, go for it. But as you're dreaming big, don't dream too big. I'm not saying limit the way you dream, but just dream something that you know you can achieve. You made mention of something, brother Mike. You said that some people don't like checking how far they've gone, so it doesn't break their heart. I believe that you should check how far you've gone, right? But don't beat yourself up if you've not gotten what to the position you want to get to.
Unrealistic expectations are things like what Ore had talked about. I'm not saying what she said was necessarily unrealistic, but was kind of like personal development. So personal development is not unrealistic, but it's too broad. So something specific. For example, I want to graduate with a BSc in economics from University of Lagos. That's something tangible. Well, that's kind of unrealistic in Nigeria today because ASU can't just show up and say it's not going to happen. So maybe something more realistic than that. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe something more realistic than that. Maybe you are going to take a certification. Maybe that's a better one because certification is very fixed. You're the one that will schedule the dates you want to take it. You're the one that will say, I'm ready, July 5 is the date. So you have a time that is set. So it's something that is specific. It's something that is time bound. It's something that is measurable. It's something that is reasonable and also something that's achievable. So that's SMART, SMART. So when you set goals, make sure that those goals are actually realistic in a smart way. Graduating with a BS in economics might not necessarily be realistic. If ASU has a plan or anything like that, if some unforeseen circumstances, but if this is something within your control, is also something else. Make sure it's something that's within your control that you can you have the power over it. Like me and Judith were talking about, going to the gym, working out and stuff like that. Those are things we control. We can say, okay, it's 2:00. We're going to go. Even if the gym shuts down because for whatever reason, we can run around the block. You can get a dumbbell in the apartment and do all that kind of work like that. So anyway, that's kind of what I meant by that.
I said absolutely. I totally agree with you. Absolutely.
If you don't have financial or the finances can be a big thing in the Nigeria of today and in the world of today in general. So some goals might be quite expensive, but that's where planning comes in, when someone can actually plan and slowly be able to get their feet and count little wins. If you have something, if there's something that is a small win, you kind of take your little win and build up. So don't kind of try to do everything all at once. Rome was not built in a day.
Okay. Another example of an unrealistic expectation is, imagine someone like me now. I don't have a plan. I don't have a game plan. I don't have how I intend to make that kind of money. I just set an expectation that by December, I should be a billionaire.
Woo! Amen. Well, I'm glad we are friends.
Well, there's place
remember
for
me in your kingdom
and all of that. But
remember me in your kingdom.
But that's like quite very, very unrealistic,
It is, though. What do you mean? It is. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's realistic.
I think it's realistic.
It is not. With no plan.
It depends on the channel. It is actually.
It's so realistic. Like billionaire doesn't really mean like 9 zeros, right? In dollars.
Thank you for trying to give me hope.
It could be like a billionaire, like in Kobo.
What do you mean?
Anything a billion is actually good. So a billionaire it just means you are someone that has a billion of something. You know what I mean? Yeah. It could be a billionaire in steps, If you have a tracker, you could, like track your steps and get 1 billion steps.
That's so mean.
Oh no, that's not mean, Judith. Yeah, how is that mean?
Wow. She's talking about money.
How do you know she's talking about money? She just said she wants to be a billionaire. She never said money.
My hope alive. Thank you. You're so thoughtful.
Judith, you can actually.
She never said money.
You can be a millionaire.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, you can be a billionaire too. Actually, I was just kidding earlier, but seriously, jokes apart. there are things you can do to be a billionaire. Like, what'd you say?
Yeah, we have 365 days. It's possible.
With no plan.
So, all right, what side are you on? Oh, so I'm kind of confused. Are you on my side or our side? Because they are like dilly-dallying.
I just believe she can be a billionaire. We have 365 days, so I think something is possible if she knows the right channel to tap into.
Okay. Are you talking about currency billionaire or like billionaire anything?
Definitely not working steps. I'm talking about currency.
You're talking about currency.
Let's say Naira. Don't let's say dollar for now.
Okay, so billionaire. That one, my hand, no deal.
Thank you so much. Thank you for encouraging me.
You're welcome.
My hand, no day deal. Because normally to be a billionaire, you have to plan. You have to do something that is legal. You have to do something that is ethical. There's no get rich quick anywhere. So that's kind of why I was like billionaire in something else, perhaps. Or maybe you are born to like wealth. But again, you just don't wake up one day and say my new resolution to be a billionaire. And it's a good point that Judy is actually making. Like, let's all kind of not, try to like get rich quick, I guess.
What if a biological parent just come, they just show up one day and say, Judith, you are actually our daughter and we are really rich.
Wow.
She becomes a billionaire overnight.
Amen.
But Judith,
not this on your parents.
That's possible.
I will leave them happily.
What'd you say?
I will leave them happily. Oh my God.
Actually, there's a man that came out and said Sanwo-Olu is his biological father. The 27-year-old man that came out. Now they now ask him that, hey, Chapman, you said that Sanwo-Olu is your biological father. Okay. They now told Sanwo-Olu to go and do DNA test. Sanwo-Olu invoked immunity. He basically said, I'm a governor. His lawyers, all of them came through and they just quickly said, we can't because, he's the governor of Lagos State. He can't claim immunity. Apparently, I think the guy filed a suit from what I was reading online. Of course, some of these are, take them with a grain of salt. He filed a suit in Delta State High Court. There was a suit filed in Delta State High Court. The guys from Delta, to prevent him from submitting a DNA test or submitting to a DNA test. And the guy basically was trying to sue the governor. The idea is that his mother told him. His mother told him that he was Sanwo-Olu's father.
Son.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then his mother lost contact with the governor when he relocated from Warri back to Lagos State. So I don't know. People are saying it's true. People are saying it's not true. But the governor is just like, I'm not doing any kind of, tests. Yeah. On a more serious note, or like as you kind of go into the new year, as people move into the new year, what would you kind of have them pay attention to?
Well, I'll encourage everybody, including myself, to pay attention to our mental health. Like Brother Mike said, don't write up a plan that is far-fetched so that when it doesn't work out, we don't hear of people jumping into the lagoon or thinking suicidal. No, and I'm not being funny in any way. I'm being realistic. So set plans that are good, big, but possible, and then work towards it. Pray, do a lot of praying. Pray like you're not going to work and work like you're not going to pray. So both of them, they work hand in hand, and then you see good results.
Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, as you guys prepare for the new year, we really here from the BattaBox podcast want to wish you well. We want to wish you that may all your dreams come through.
Good dreams.
Yes, we want to wish you that your good dreams will come through. I'm sorry. And that you achieve everything you ever wanted to and even more. So again, thank you so much. This has been an awesome year for us here at the BattaBox podcast, Los Lagosians podcast, BattaBox podcast. Thank you guys for listening. And hopefully the new year will reign in blessings, prosperity, progress, health, and abundance. With that, thank you so much. And this is Brother Mike signing out for Ore and Judith. Okay, bye now and God bless. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.